Hello everyone! We finally received some spring rains lately, which made us rejoice because it meant that the warmer season is finally here. If you have been following our adventures in the past weeks, you know that we hadn't planned to be here for springtime as we were supposed to travel down to Central America and to come back just before summertime. But life had other plans for us, which we totally surrendered to. So here we are at our beautiful mountain property working on our land so we can build some vegetables garden this year. If you are new here, welcome. We are Travis and Emily and we live in the mountains of Colorado. After a long winter, it feels so good to spend some time outside and to start working actively around the house. We've been speaking about having gardens for years now, but never had the courage to start as we knew that it would be a demanding project. In high altitude, temperatures fluctuate a lot. We live in a dry environment where we get hail every 2 weeks or so. We also have violent winds and we have lots of wildlife roaming around like bunnies, mooses, deers, and the neighbor's goat. So all of this felt like huge difficulties to surmount. But hey, in life, if you never try, you never get any results. So I just started working on the garden where the previous owner, 20 years ago, used to have a geodesic dome that collapsed years before I arrived here. So there is a seeming structure that is still there that we will use to create Hügelkultur gardens. Let's see how it will turn out by the end of the summer. We're gonna put them back in the soil. It's starting to rain. I think I'll continue until it's pouring very strong. So yeah, I'm gonna put some rotten wood at the bottom of that hole. I forgot to put compost in there. Alright. Okay, I just worked in the garden for hours and I finished one raised bed garden. I'm pretty tired right now. Yeah, I put some rotten wood at the bottom, some twigs, and then some mulch, and then our compost, and then some old soil, and then new soil. And the goal with the Hügelkultur is that the bottom will decompose eventually and feed the ground. And same with the compost, the mulch, everything, and then it kind of feeds the whole raised bed garden over the course of the year. We will of course put some nutrients in there during the summer, but yeah, it feels satisfying. It's the first day that it's kind of warm enough to be outside. It's been between -3-4 degrees to 2-3 degrees like all week. It's been a pretty cool spring. So we are this week going towards something a little warmer, so we're very excited so we can spend some time outside, maybe go for a walk, start foraging a little bit. There's some dandelions up, so satisfying day, guys. Happy to share that with you all. And I'm gonna go eat something because I'm hungry. With the rain that we have received this week came lots of life. Every year when spring comes in, we become aware of the infinite variety of wild food and medicine that Mother Earth is offering us. The first week of bloom already presents to us multiple kinds of greens that we can consume and integrate in our diet. Dandelion is one of them. This makes for a great health celebration as these wild plants are full of vitamins and nutrients, and they are perfect for a great natural spring detox as well. Also, I failed to mention how much joy this brings to our lives as we wander in nature and rediscover plants that we already know and deeply love. I think our industrialized society has brought us away from a true deep connection with nature, and learning to know our land again has been one of the most healing and wonderful adventures we've been through in this life. For both of us, it has contributed in developing a deeper and much more refined intuition, a better health, and it also gives us a deep feeling of gratitude for everything that is so generously offered to us. I just found a very beautiful raven's feather. Some uva ursi for tea. I got these prickly lettuce leaves, very young, because when they grow they're not so edible anymore, but they're, for what I've read, is the ancestor of the lettuce that we know today. You know, the garden lettuce has this kind of bitter taste a little bit, and that's what it is. I absolutely love that at this time of the year, and they're gonna be on for probably at least another month, because it's a weed that just grows everywhere, and we love to put them in our salad. It's so delicious. And look at this thing. What a beautiful day. Some trails are not exactly out of snow.
Nope.
It's the first time we go in a forest this year, huh?
Oui.
First time without snowshoes.
Oui.
How does it feel? He's happy, guys.
He's happy, guys.
Can you hear the birds in the background? It's like chirping. It really smells like spring, it sounds like spring, and it's the first time that we come to our spot without our snowshoes since it's been probably 6 months. It feels very good. The moment that the sun is down, it gets pretty cool, so we're gonna go back home at high speed. Try to. I will have to stop because of the altitude and the fact that I'll be out of breath, but anyway.
What did you find there?
Evening primrose. The roots are edible. And they have to be dug at this time of the year because after they become too woody, the roots. We got our first evening primrose roots. I will put it in our soup tonight, so that's exciting. Starting to rain.
Getting cool.
We got some kind of minestrone soup with white beans, and there's the white top mustard in there. There's the evening primrose roots plus the duck leaves. So that's a bunch of wild free food that we integrated. And Travis is eating some pesto that is made with garlic mustard, also a wild food. And he also has some wild mushrooms in there, plus some wild little white top mustard.
Yep, and quinoa pasta.
Yeah.
It's incredibly delicious.
Yeah, it's all gluten free. Plus we're having actually with that like a little piece of bread toasted. It's gluten free millet bread that we made, of course. So, is it gonna be good?
Going to be delicious. Vraiment délicieux.